I always wanted to do a television series. When I was young, that's what I wanted to do more than anything.
Really?
Yeah, because I loved working. That was my favorite thing to do, was to be at work. And television series, you get to be at work every day. So that seemed like the best thing to do. I started reading scripts about 2 years after I had started college, and I didn't read anything. And an agent called me up. He had just become an agent. He had been an assistant to one of my agents, and I knew him. And he called me up and said, "Hey, I got a desk now. You should be an actor." And I was like, "Nah, I'm going to school." And he was like, "Yeah, but you should probably be an actor." And he started sending me scripts, and I don't know. I opened them and read them, and they're mostly all really bad. But occasionally I read, some that I liked and tried to get the part and failed, and didn't get a job. I started doing auditions and stuff and did it for like a year.
While you're still in school?
Yeah. And couldn't get hired.
So talk a little bit about Greg Araki, if you would. Were you familiar with his work beforehand, or how did
I wasn't familiar with his work beforehand. I watched a bunch of his movies once I got his script. I really liked his script. I read the novel, really liked the novel, and wanted to get the part. I actually auditioned for both of the lead parts in that movie because I didn't necessarily know which one I would be appropriate for, and he picked me.
Wow.
And I'd always be grateful. I never really saw it coming. Too. Same with Scott Frank, who made The Lookout. He's been working on this movie for 10 years. Yeah. He's been writing it, and it's had different, been at different studios and had different directors and actors attached, and et cetera, and it's been 10 years that he's had the story in his head, and over 10. And so when we were shooting it, he cared so deeply about it, was so passionate, and had such love for what he was doing, that really seeps down to where not only just us actors were inspired by that and wanted to live up to his care for it, but even the guys setting up the lights, everybody on the whole crew was, I think, remarkably invested in doing a good job and doing their best and in being creative and working hard, and it doesn't always happen.
Well, we want to thank you so much for coming.
Thank you guys. It's been real fun.